Yo, man, I got a question for you. If you saw this girl just out on your daily routine, would you man up and approach her? Or would you just let the opportunity pass you by and then regret that shit for the rest of the day? Most guys, and I'm assuming you too, miss out on hooking up with a lot of hot girls. Because I'll tell you something. It's natural for us to get nervous and freeze up. That shit is hardwired into our DNA. It's sort of like a defense mechanism. Remember, we've evolved from times where hitting on the wrong girl could literally get you killed. But you know what? In today's society, it's just not that big of a deal. And not knowing what to say to chicks does not get you laid. In fact, all it gets you is a lonely night, a bottle of KY jelly, some porn, and some dirty tissues. So, what should you do if you want to learn how to approach, attract, and ultimately get laid by crazy hot chicks? Just head on over and hit up macmethods.com, man. And when you're there, you'll be able to sign up for a free course that will teach you things like why the bad boy types get the hottest girls, how to be nice but not be viewed as a pushover, epic opening lines that work about 90% of the time, and how to avoid and escape the friend zone. Basically, you'll learn how to make hot girls very attracted to you. So hit that up, man, macmethods.com. It'll definitely help you out and take your game to a new level.
Tonight, Kate Walsh from Private Practice and the star of the Pickup Artist on VH1. This guy, his name is Mystery. I guess he's like the world's greatest pickup artist. Right. And what he does is he trains a very sad group of adult virgins how to approach women, and the virgins worship him. Watch this guy, Brian, who is so excited to meet Mystery, he actually invents a new phrase.
Meeting Mystery, it was almost like love at first sight. With his cowboy hat and his medallion necklace. I was like, this guy is smoking balls tonight.
Wow.
All right.
That's how the fires up in Santa Barbara started. They were smoking balls and poof. So that'll be fun. By the way, Kate will be presenting at the American Music Awards on Sunday night here on ABC. Our next guest is a sexual Yoda. He trains the untrainable and woos the unwooable every week on the Pickup Artist 2. Watch it Sunday nights at 10 on VH1. Please say hello to the man known only as Mystery. Very tall. I didn't anticipate you would be this gigantic.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Did you seduce anyone backstage tonight?
The night's young.
The night is young. Not yet, though?
It's early.
Are you working magic on Kate here as we speak silently?
Yeah, and her husband. We're going to have a three-way. Thank you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh.
So you will not use your powers on married women?
No, there's room at the top for everyone, right? A lot of beautiful women and a lot of great men, and they're meeting each other. That's great.
So for those who haven't seen the show,
thanks very much.
Explain what it is that you do. Describe what you do for these guys.
I am a professional pickup artist. My mother is so proud of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 37-year-old man with a nickname, Mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't seem to get rid of that now. So
you gave it to yourself, though, didn't you?
Well, I used to do magic shows. And there's a particular brand of magic called natural magic. And a subsect of that, attraction magic. And
really?
I found that fascinating, you know? Men and women, even no matter where you end up meeting each other in the world, no matter what language, magic is a way of conveying your personality and crossing language barriers, right? So what I ended up doing is traveling city to city, country to country, teaching scores of men the elegant art of the cold approach pickup. It is a very, very beautiful art form.
And these guys that you teach it to aren't very, very beautiful, though, are they?
The students in my show, in both Season 1 and Season 2, are not indicative necessarily of the students I get ordinarily.
Oh, I see.
They were chosen for being particularly geeky. No disrespect to them, of course.
Right.
And these are the guys that need to be caught up to speed. Right?
Yeah, well, for sure.
As an older, wiser man now, I have some experience, and I get to now share it with others so that they too can have a good life.
And then you're proud of them when they are able to accomplish what you teach them.
Of course, just for having the courage to approach is pleasing to me.
This kid Brian, you should not have kicked him off the show because.
Well, there has to come a time he has to go. And
it wasn't time yet, in my opinion. Well, let's take a look at him and you'll see. Take a look, Kate.
I've learned so much, not just in the game of pickup, but also life. I'm a new person. I'm ready for a real KISS, infinity S's on my lips, instead of a mannequin this time. Or a guy.
I love that kid. He should get his own spin-off. I mean, really, when we see him at work. What is the biggest mistake that men make as far as trying to attract a woman?
I think that they telegraph interest far too quickly, too soon, too fast. They go into a group of people. Women of beauty are rarely alone. They're usually in a group, right? Sometimes with guys in them. So if you go up and think that you're really picking her up all by her onesie, right? It's not really going to happen that way, because her friends will feel alienated unless you disqualify yourself from being considered a potential suitor to your target and befriend everybody. Otherwise, they're all going to get weirded out, and that's the last thing you want anyone to feel.
I see.
Fair?
I see. All right, so you attack the group first, and then you go in
Do you
for the
hurt
kill.
them? Is it like a hurting? Do you circle them?
Where there's
the perimeter?
where there's a problem, her friends are there. There's an opportunity. Aha, her friends are there. I can get peer approval. That way, if I can't take her home that night, and you know, which if she's going to be a quality mate.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Is that the goal, though? Is that what is the goal? The pickup? I mean, forgive me, because I know
every student has their own goal. My job is just to get them in the door, you know, to start things off.
And the hat, like that, the Jamiroquai hat is to like attract attention, right? And then they see the hat and it's a conversation starter.
At least if a person were to wear one interesting item, one thing, you don't have to go nuts, but one interesting item, then if a woman wanted to approach you, you could make it easy for her to do that.
Interesting.
Right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's some good advice there, actually.
Thank you.
In a way, you're doing the Lord's work. In a very weird way, but there you go. Well, congratulations on the show, and best of luck to you. The Pickup Artist 2 is Sunday nights at 10 on VH1. Mystery, everybody. We'll be right back with tonight's Dancing with the Stars victims, Cody Lindley and Julianne Hough. We'll be right back.